I want you to think about your parents for just a minute. Did they have any phrases that they would use with you that like still show up for you today? Like I had a talk with a friend of mine a while back, and we called them dadisms. Like my dad had a bunch of these, and one of them is can't, never did nothing. It's always used to piss me off, but today I want to give you a gift, and it is what my dad taught me when I was a little kid and what I still apply today. I think you're going to love the show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness class with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, can't, never, did nothing. That is a Rick Crane-ism. That's my father. And when I was a little kid growing up, I used to hate to hear him say that. And now I think I've passed that on to my daughter a little bit because we have taken the word can't out of our vocabulary in the house. And if anybody says the word can't, then they have to do push-ups. So I have my daughter do 3 push-ups if she says can't, or if anybody says can't. That means if her girlfriends or somebody comes to the house, I guess I haven't made my guests and in-laws do push-ups, but you get the idea. Now, my dad would say this to me every time I was a little kid, and I would say, I can't do this. Now, yesterday, I shared a strategy on Greatness Quest. So if you didn't check out the episode yesterday, I think you should. I thought it was awesome. I talked about how my dad, I wrote a letter of appreciation to my father about how he made a difference in my life. And I learned a lot of things from my father, but not the least of which was this strategy I'm about to give you. And I think this is a strategy you can use. There's a little formula that I put here, and you're going to find the see it, say it, feel it formula. And I was able to double my results when I was 11 years old using this strategy, and I didn't believe I could. I was very scared. I was very skeptical. I didn't know how to do this, but my dad gave me the formula I'm about to give you. He doesn't even remember actually giving me the formula. He laughs about it, and it's like, I don't even remember saying that. But I have found that this has really served me well. I still teach it to my clients. I talk about it all the time. I've written about it in my books. I'm about to give it to you now so that you can apply it. And I'm going to give it to you in the context of the story that came up when this happened to me the first time. So I was 11 years old. I wanted to do pull-ups. I didn't want to do pull-ups. There was a test at school, and it was it was a physical fitness test. And I wanted to make sure I didn't look stupid in front of all my friends. And some of my friends had done 10 pull-ups. Now, this meant a lot to me, to not look stupid in front of my friends and to not have them be stronger than me. And that was important. It was really, whatever. That was most important to me. So I went to my father, who really could have given a crap about all this stuff. I can't say that he was always the most patient and always wanted to listen, but in this case, he always believed in me and believed I could do anything. So he said, all right, Trevor. He was in the middle of shoeing a horse. And I still remember it to this day like it was yesterday. It was smoking hot in Arizona, which is what tends to be. Scorchingly hot. He's bending down underneath the horse, and I'm telling him about my problems. He's like, Trevor, just hold on. I don't understand. What do you want? And I said, Dad, all the kids at school did 10 pull-ups, and I want to be able to do it too. And I say all, it was 2 kids. It was Mike Powell and Scott Symington, and they each had done 10 pull-ups. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I want to do 11 pull-ups because I want to be better than them. And so he's like, well, how many can you do? And so I'm like, I'm not sure. And here's the question I have for you. The first question is like, is there ever a time that you desired something and you wanted it really badly, but yet you hadn't actually even yet tried to see what your performance might be? Because I know that I have. This wasn't the first time, and it wasn't the last, that I might strive for something, want something, desire something, and then when it comes down to it, I'd never even had the courage to jump up on that pull-up bar and give it a whirl. I was scared to even know. But my dad asked me, so I went in and I jumped on the pull-up bar, and I did 5 pull-ups, and I came back crestfallen because I would have thought I could have done more than 5. And I was really upset and absolutely convinced that this was an impossible task. And so Instead, I went ahead and my dad gave me the strategy. So he said, Trevor, how many pull-ups can you do? And I said, Dad, 5. And I was so upset. And he said, all right, no problem. He said, Trevor, he goes, I got a strategy for you. This is going to be no problem. He was like, when do you have to do the pull-ups? And I'm like, I'm not sure. In the next couple of days, as soon as we have PE class again. And he's like, Trevor, here's what I want you to do. And by the way, I'm giving you guys the challenge right now. So if you're listening to me, I'm telling you to do this. So figure out something it is that you want. You know, something like I'm doing a 30-day challenge right now. So I would challenge you to do a 30-day challenge, to pick some one thing that you want really bad, and then commit yourself to like a daily discipline of doing this strategy. And I almost freaking guarantee you that it's going to help you get better results. Okay? I do guarantee you. I'll give you a money-back guarantee on my 30-day challenge if you join me. Shoot me a message and say this shit didn't work for you, and I'll send you $100. How about them apples? I bet you $100 that this will work for you, and you'll be able to get better results if you use this every day. All right? So here it is. He said, Trevor, I want you to see yourself doing 11 pull-ups. Now, I want you to become obsessed with this. I want you to think about it all the time. I want you to visualize yourself. Actually, hold on. Did he say that? He said, no, it's the see it, say it, feel it formula. I think he said, Trevor, I want you to say, where did the say part first? He said, Trevor, I want you to say, I can do 11 pull-ups. And I said it really pissant, like, I can do 11 pull-ups. I was really, obnoxious little kid. And instead he's like, Trevor, say it like with conviction, like I can do 11 pull-ups. And he's like, what my challenge for you is to say that a million times a day, 1,000 times a day. I want you to say it when you wake up. I want you to dream about it. I want you to say it when you're when you're eating lunch. I want to say it to yourself when you're brushing your teeth. I want you to just say over and over again, I can do 11 pull-ups. I can do 11 pull-ups. I can do 11 pull-ups. And this became my mantra. And I'm like, all right, Dad, I will. And then he's like, I want you to see it. I want you to see yourself actually doing it. I want you to imagine yourself on the bar. I want you to see yourself pulling yourself up and doing 11 pull-ups. I want you to imagine all 11, and I want you to see yourself actually doing it and seeing all the kids around you watching you do it, whatever that looks like at PE class. Are you willing to do that? I was like, yes. And he's like, okay, there's a third part. And the third part is I want you to feel it. I want you to feel how good it's going to feel once it's all done, how awesome it's going to be once you've done 11 pull-ups. And whatever it is that you want to feel, I want you to start experiencing that now. I want you to dream about it. And that's all you got to do. See it, say it, feel it, formula. He didn't actually say it like that. He didn't give it to me in a formula. My dad wasn't a motivational trainer or anything. He was just this guy, this horseshoer that said can't never did nothing. And he was just trying to get me out of his damn hair. And he's like, don't tell me you can't do something. I love that movie with Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness. If you haven't seen that, oh my God, I'm sure you've seen that. Come on, if you haven't seen that, go watch it again. I'm actually going to go watch it again and take my own suggestion here because I think it's awesome. I can share it with my daughter. Oh my God, that's so cool. She's 10 right now. She'll be 11 soon. Maybe we'll watch that movie tonight. All right. So it's the see it, say it formula, see it, say it, feel it formula. Now what I did for the next couple of days, I started seeing, saying, feeling it all the time. I dreamt about it, talked about it. I used the strategy. I did it every day. I did it a million times. I got so confident, I started telling my friends that I could do 11 pull-ups. And just watch me because I'm going to do 11 pull-ups. That's how cocky and confident I was getting. But I started to just believe that it was possible. So when I jumped up onto the bar to do these pull-ups, I went through 1 through 5 really fast. I was blown away. I was like, this is awesome. I did 6. I did 7. It was getting harder. By the time I got to 8, 9, 10, like I could barely do the 10th pull-up. I got up on the 10th, and I was hanging there on the bar, and I gave it everything I had. I was pulling like just as strong as I could. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the PE instructor write down on his clipboard that I'd done 10 pull-ups. And I was still hanging from the bar because, see, I believed I could do 11 pull-ups. And so I pulled with all my might, and I basically stayed on that bar until he asked me to get off, until I fell off the bar. He's like, Trevor, you're done. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like I couldn't actually speak. I was like, I can do 11 pull-ups. And I was crestfallen. I was really upset that I didn't do it. But I did 10. I doubled my performance. But what had happened when I started that strategy is I didn't give up. Like that was like in just 2 or 3 days, I was able to go from 5 pull-ups to 10 with I didn't practice once. My dad said, I said, Dad, should I practice? Should I go in and do pull-ups? He was like, no, you don't need to do that. Just see it, say it, feel it, and get out of here. And so that's what I did. And so for the next 30 days, I kept up my practice, and I thought, this is kind of cool. I wonder how many pull-ups I can do. Within 30 days, I did 20 pull-ups at one shot. I was 11 years old. And I've shared this strategy with a lot of people, and they've been able to accomplish amazing things. And this is the thing. You need to become obsessed with your goal. And Tony Robbins teaches something called a triad that actually falls into the same category of these three things that I didn't learn until years later. But my challenge to you is to take this strategy on and join our 30-day challenge. Do this with me. Do this with us. We've got a new 30-day challenge. You can go download my app, go text message Trevor to 36260, and we will go ahead and you can share your results with us. I've got this really cool new accountability thing. I think you're going to love it. And that's it. Go get some. Go download my app, pick the thing that it is you want, commit to do it for 30 days, and become obsessed. Say this again and again and again and again. And I think it's going to go ahead and help you see it, and then feel it, and then share with you your results. I'm writing a new book about getting any goal, and I'm doing a lot of interviews. And if you want to be featured in my book, then you got to do this strategy with me, or do it on your own and then share with me your results. Do it on social media. If you download my app, you can just click a button, by the way, and join our 30-day challenge for free. And you can follow us on social media. I got a lot of cool bonuses and different things for you there. That's it. If you like today's episode, go make sure that you give it a thumbs up and a comment on iTunes. Share this with someone else that you care about. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow, another daily dose of Greatness Quest.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.